So I woke up yesterday and I got a news feed on this article in particular, and there are so many things that are wrong with what this article is alleging. And yeah, this is going to be the most embarrassing beatdown of a staff writer you'll ever see. Alright, let's get into it. The first argument that the article is alleging is that, oh, Chess 960 solves the problem of chess being stale because it adds more creativity. No, it doesn't. It just adds more randomness to a game that already plagued with randomness due to the current Swiss system. And the game doesn't have to be more random than it already is. I really have to be honest with you. The only true way you can go about fighting theory is with more theory. Okay? Let's look at the Italian game, for example, right? Yeah, fried liver. Most players will teach you to play against the fried liver like this. But why? That doesn't have to be how you fight against the fried liver. You can always do this. Oh, it's losing for black. Well, that's only if they know, the bishop line. And even then, you can fight back if you're really good enough. They'll usually go here. And look, we already have an even position now. I get that there we go. Look, I get that the starting positions, I get that most chess positions have white kind of favor, but that's just how the first move difference really works. Okay, here's the brutal honesty that I just gotta give you. Chess is already a solved game. As long as white doesn't make any mistakes, white has what is essentially a guarantee to win. Chess is already a solved game. The only reason why we play these counterattacks and counter gambits that I teach, I already have a course coming up, but I'm also putting up some of the samples on this channel and what have you. Yeah, it's because chess doesn't have to be played the same way that the grandmasters have always been playing. And here's the problem with how the grandmasters are currently playing the game right now. If you're not being a risk taker, you're not learning anything. They're so risk averse just because they just don't want to lose. And they just want the game to be dragged on for who knows how long. I get that chess doesn't need to be interesting, but at the same time, you don't have to drag the game on for so many moves. Just stop playing with your food. Be done with it. This is why I teach all these counterattacks and counter gambits, so that even if we are at a bit of a disadvantage according to what the engine says, We're still forcing the opponent to play on our terms. And like, even everybody knows this, even the engine isn't perfect. The engine doesn't know how openings work. So you look at like, oh, this counter gambit is winning for white. This counter gambit is winning for white. Every position is winning for white. We just gotta stop thinking about this stuff and actually like, we just gotta stop thinking about this stuff and actually like, we really need to start taking risks again. We really need to start being risk takers again. We really need to start playing gambits again. And we just really need to like, just actually play for a win. Like, actually sacrifice material for a lead in development. Actually figure out ways to counterattack the opponent. Like, God, like if you're saying that the King's Indian attack is so attacking, then why don't you just go back to playing the King's Indian defense? Oh, strong players often remember opening moves far into the game where this reduces creativity and independent thinking in the early moves. Bro, like, if you want chess to be different again, then start playing different openings. Like there's a Traxler, for example. Why don't you start playing the Traxler? Like, here's another thing. Okay, here's another thing that you guys really gotta know. This is actually one of the top, like, this is actually an engine recommended, like, opening for the black pieces. And it's called Kramnik Shurov Counterattack. This opening right here, yeah, it starts off a little bit positionally, but as you progress into the game, you actually get like really sharp attacking chances later on. So something like this is actually really good. But there's another way to play the game. But you didn't know this. This is top engine move, by the way, to play this. And it's actually called Ariman Gambit. Yeah, this is a counter gambit for the black pieces. And it's engine recommended. Like, everyone's going like, oh, gambits are dubious. Gambits are dubious. You shouldn't be playing gambits. Gambits are losing. No, they're not, okay? Like, here's the problem. Here's the real problem with gambits in actuality. Like, the actual reason why gambits keep so-called losing is because you guys are just playing them wrong, okay? In a good gambit, you're not trying to win the material back. You're not going to win that material back. You sacrifice material, but that's not what you're trying to sacrifice it for. You sacrifice material for a lead in development. That is why you sacrifice material. So when you play the gambits that you say you claim to have learned, you're not attacking the pieces trying to win the material back. That's not what you're supposed to be doing. You're supposed to get your pieces into the game that much faster. That's how you're supposed to play the gambits. You sacrifice material were a lead in development. And that's the power of gambits. That's why gambits are much more powerful. And once you get that drilled into your heads, you're going to realize, like, most of the gambits you've heard of, like, they're not so refuted anymore. You just gotta play them differently. And then the article goes about saying, like, oh, the result surprises many players. Centuries of play did not shape the classic setup into a perfectly balanced design. History and habit likely mattered more than fairness. Oh, really? So you're alleging that the most balanced chess position, where neither side gained a clear edge, is somehow this. Okay, I can clearly see that this is a chess 960 position. Okay, but guess what? Those are the only two differences. You just move the queen over here, you just move the queen over here, and then move rook over there. And if those two swapped places like that, that is the standard position. They just made it symmetrical so that you can just make use of the theory better. But like, if that's the chess 960 position where it's supposed to be equal, it's not that different from this classical position. An engine says it's still 0.22. It's still advantageous for white. God. This research shows how small changes can reshape. No, there are no changes. Oh my god. There are no changes. You basically, even it's small changes, like, it doesn't reshape anything. It doesn't change difficulty or balance. Oh my gosh. Again, like, oh no. Like you look at the Anibal gambit I just showed you, like, even this is like engine recommended, it's like mainline theory and it's still a gambit for black. I just proved to you that not all gambits are dubious. Oh my god. Like if the said chess 960 position that they were talking about were a little bit more different than this, they would have been like, okay, then maybe we should work out theory behind that position and work from there. But like, to be personally honest with you, like you know what really, like, you just have to if we just went back to making more discoveries in the lines of theory that we have, just dug a little deeper into the actual main lines of theory and like the databases and what have you. If you just dug more into like the theory stuff, like that would have helped chess a lot more in the long run. Like, just because it's theory, it doesn't mean that chess has to suck. Like, oh my god. So where do we stand on all this? Okay, to summarize. lots of people are saying shorter time controls will solve the problem of chess being stale. I don't think that's really it either, to be personally frank with you, because like that's all that does is just put further discrimination on disabled players, like such as myself, who need a little bit more time to like even process information. Like there's a good reason why disabled students tend to end up needing at least double the amount of exam time than the regular people. So putting on shorter time controls is not the answer either, to be personally frank with you. You know what is an answer though? Gambits. Gambits, counterattacks, counter gambits, those things. You sacrifice material for a lead in development. You bring about a controversial way to play the game. Yes, in case anyone's wondering, I memorized all that. Yes, I memorized this religiously. Like, this is the way chess really should have been since, like, forever ago. Where black, instead of trying to defend or play for a draw, as black, we counterattack like this. Engine says it's pretty much even, by the way. It's plus 0.2, but like you plug this on chess.com, it'll say it's dead even. But even then, there's more ways to counterattack than just that. Have you heard of the Schliemann Gambit? Yeah, and then they'll try to take your knight. You open it up like this, and they'll try to take the extra pawn, but you have this. Now it's minus 0.1. And then you just won extra pawns for free. And the engine's top recommended move is to ignore the threat on the queen. Just let him take you. And now you're threatening the knight again. And you have this. Like, even within theory, you can get much more creative. You just have to learn to take risks. That's all you have to do.